Cold gang. First round draft pick.
Welcome to another episode of Cold Game. I'm your host, Isaiah Dotson. I'm here with my co-host, Malcolm Bennell. Tonight, we got a very special guest in the building. One of Indiana's top young gridiron stars. A name you're going to be hearing a lot over the next few years. Representing the class of 2027, he's a dominant force in them trenches for Bishop Chatard, the powerhouse that finished with a strong 9-3 season. With 12 games under his belt, he racked up 667 snaps, laid down 52 knockdowns, and only gave up 1.5 sacks, 3 pressures all season, showing off elite protection and relentless effort. And he's not just a beast on the field, but he's a scholar with a 4.1 GPA, proving he's just as sharp in the classroom. He's ranked top 40 in the state of Indiana, and the number 5 overall offensive lineman by Prep Zone. He's not just holding it down on the football field, but he's a two-way star as well, competing at the high level on the lacrosse field too. A multi-sport athlete, a high academic achiever, and one of the hardest workers in the game. Give it up for the future of Indiana football, Maddox Dwyer.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
I always get the round of applause.
It's awesome to have you on, Maddox. Man, I was excited about this interview. As soon as Malcolm reached out to me, told me we was going to have you on, I immediately did my research. And the first thing I did was go to your huddle film, and I just got the goosebumps. I got the chills. I'm watching you put boys on their back, laying them down left and right. I said, whoo, who's this kid right here, man?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure, honor to be on here with you guys.
Man, I appreciate you being on, Maddie. So I just want to start from the beginning. Take me back to your early childhood when you remember first playing football, and how'd you get that dog in you?
I started first picking up a football. I was about three years old.
Oh man,
getting around, going. I start tackle around here. Starts in 3rd grade. Just grew up playing with the older kids, moving up grades, getting beat up, learning how to adapt to new situation. The best way to get better is playing with guys that are better than you. Just start at a really young age, continually developing, just finding more love for the game as I grow up, and just growing up with it.
Oh yeah, I know you love the game because I remember I met you when you was a kid, before you got into high school. So it's crazy to see you blossoming into this, big time football player now. And I know you have a, special way ahead of you, and you just had something special. You just had a special season. You started every game last year, right? Every
Yes,
varsity game, every varsity snap. And that's something to be said. Did you take any time out for injuries or breaks, or did you? I mean, how long was you out there?
Not really. There were a couple helmet pop-offs in there. You got to take one off for you, including injury. I was playing my whole sophomore season on 2 torn hip labrums, and my hips I had hip impingement.
Oh man! And
just playing through that, gritty.
Could you feel that when you was out there playing? Like, did that hurt?
Yeah. But with the lights on, man, you get the adrenaline though, so you don't feel much.
So what have you? My bad. What have you done? Did you get surgery? Did you have to get that?
Yeah, I just came off of surgery. I got them both done. Rehabbing right now, getting through that, getting ready for camps in the summer. I'm gonna be better, looser than ever before.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because you had a dominant season in my eyes. 52 knockdowns, over 660 snaps played. What was part of your game that you was most proud of from this year?
I would just say my effort levels, to be completely honest. I mean, day in, day out, working extra footwork, making sure that I'm ready before the game, making sure I'm able to identify the defense I'm playing as a center, making sure I know my matchups. I know what I've got to do to take down my opponent in front of me, and just effort and preparation.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this too. So I graduated from Cecina Memorial High School. So I know how important Catholic football is in the state of Indiana. You know, it's some powerhouses. You got Cathedral, you got, Ron Kiley, you got all these different schools. But when you talk about Bishop Chatard, you come from a long line of straight up dogs. I'm talking about dogs like Dre Mason, Ryan Baker, Zach Martin, people I personally know like Chris Page, the Kennedy twins. What does it mean for you to come out that program and to actually be one of the top young offensive linemen in this state and to be able to represent Bishop Chatard?
It's truly a blessing, man. I know coming into it, I got this quote from Jackson Powers Johnson too. Buying into the name on the front is going to bless the name on the back. Mm-hmm. Coming from this community, football from the dirt, what these great guys do for the community, like Zach and Nick Martin coming back, coaching us a little bit, making sure like what those guys do for the community it's beyond football. Mm-hmm. But it's not like this Catholic football. It's Catholic men growing up, young men finding their core values while they are playing football.
Oh, that's beautifully spoken. But talk to me about that, Nick Martin, Zach Martin. That's huge. I mean, you're talking about what Zach Martin just retired. I think he just retired, right? And he had he was like a 9-time Pro Bowler, like, coming out of Bishop Chatard. He was right around the time I was playing. I think me and Zach Martin might have graduated the same year. I think Zach Martin was a 2010 graduate like me. So I know how Indiana football was back in, and what would I tell you? So I know Zach Martin is one of those guys. So how does that feel, just having him around and being at practice? And that's uncommon for a lot of people.
It's crazy just knowing that I'm getting taught by the guy that is the best. He's gonna get have the gold jacket. It's like those are guys you look up to and wake up day in and go to bed at night. Like, I want to be like that guy when I grow up. Having more Pro Bowls than holding calls, like the perfection of the game of football and the perfection of becoming a man, learning from those guys. It's crazy. Nick has been a great mentor in my life, as a football player, as a man. It's been really good for what those guys do to the community, and in and out, just great representation of Chatard football. Absolutely.
Those are great representations. Those are men that you should look up to, that that's doing great things, that has done great things. I want to talk a little bit about your past season. Your first year as a full-time starter, and your team goes 9-3. Your only losses you took was to Cathedral, Elder, and then I believe was New Pal in the regional.
Yeah.
Just talk to me a little bit about that season, the team bond that y'all had, your overall thoughts about the season, and then also what you're looking forward to next year.
We're brothers, man. We come in, work together, watch film together, eat together. We play some big football games. We come for first year in 4A, or we're finally moved back up to 4A. Playing a harder schedule is definitely playing in that. I don't know if you guys have ever playing in that Elder Pit, man.
Oh, man, I know that too well. Yeah, I see that.
I was looking at the game film. I was like, "Where's that at?" I was like, "Oh, they in the trenches."
Yeah, that's that's
Ohio,
Cincinnati,
man.
Right? Yeah, Cincinnati,
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
They live for football down over there. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
the heckling. It's an all boys school too, so you get a loud student section. I remember we were on the left hash. We had 3 snap call plays, and it's just like, what are we doing here? And it was their senior night. It was their homecoming. It was everything, and it was a great experience. I can't wait for the next one.
I want to say we played Elder. Oh man, don't get me lying, but 2016. And this is when we had David Bell, and he might have been a sophomore, maybe a junior. I think a sophomore though. And man, it was a crazy game, man. We'll have to go back and watch that film, but it ended up with there was like a defensive penalty on the last play of the game, and they tried to end the game. Everybody, they say shake hands. One of our coaches said, "No, you can't end the game on a defensive penalty." No, sir. We got one more play. We get one more play. So everybody had to line. People start coming back into the stands. They lined it up for one last play. You know, our quarterback snapped the ball from like the 50-yard line, threw it up, Hail Mary, and guess who came down with it? David Bell. Ended up right there. Cincinnati Elder. Yeah, David Bell. And then they kicked us right on out. They said, "Get on out of here." I think they gave us some Chick-fil-A sandwiches and said, "Get back to Indiana." You know, right?
Yeah, that they did that for us too. But the rest of the season too was great. That we lost on a heartbreaker overtime. Last play, just it happens. Only makes us stronger. Only makes us come into next year angrier, more ready to play. We don't come in like with obviously the Chatard reputation with what's on our chest, but not with the Chatard reputation. We're going to win a state championship every year. Obviously, that's the goal, and that's what we're working for, but we don't come in and think it's going to be handed to us.
It still don't take away the fact that y'all won that sectional championship. Was that against Rock Colley? Y'all won that sectional championship? Oh, that was major.
Major.
Yeah, those games at Roncalli, man, those are to live for.
Absolutely. Now let me ask you this: Prep Zone got you ranked as one of the top 5 offensive linemen in the state. Now, how do you stay humble? How do you stay hungry?
I never really think of a ranking. I come in, go train. I work with my trainer day in and day out. Actually, I'm going to talk about him real quick. H2 Trench Factory, Hunter Hankins, major sports performance. Great, completely changed my life. Can change my views in football. He's been a great mentor to me. It's just been great. Like the kids that he brings into his gym, he cares about them more than just football. I'm going like wherever you want to be. I'm gonna take you there. And it's in so short time. Like I was one of his like first like coming in. Like it's a newer program. It's his newer program, and before he even saw my football skill, he bought into me, and that's like something you see from like that trainer, that guy's gonna always be there for you. You're gonna work 10 times harder for him.
Absolutely. That's always good when you have people in your corner that can push you and, I'll go ahead and help you out and, keep you on your toes, especially when you have a solid trainer. That might be why I was looking at some stats. He says you only gave up 1.5 sacks on 3 pressures allowed all year.
Yeah.
How do you what's your mindset when you walk to the line of scrimmage? Like, when you out there, got your helmet on, strapped up, padded up, what are you thinking about when you get to that line and like, walk me through the mind of Maddox?
I'm gonna make sure that guy behind me is safe for sure. I'm gonna use my technique. I'm gonna pre-snap read you. If you rev that foot, I know you're coming for a bull rush. I'm gonna anchor down. Pre-snap reads are very big.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Just I come to that line knowing that we're gonna get after it. We're gonna get after it, and you're not touching that quarterback. I promise you, it's not gonna be on me.
I love that attitude. That attitude, Maddox. You talk about pre-snaps read. You talk about coming to the line and processing what you see. It's no wonder why you got a 4.1 GPA, and you the type of student that you are. in the game and off the field as well. And how do you balance that academic success as well as, your grind on the football field? How do you balance that? Because a lot of athletes have a hard time with staying focused on the books and then also putting in that grind, on the football field. How you balance those two? How you such a great student that you are?
A lot of help from our coaches as well, our coaching staff, the community at Chatard with us, like with their football players as well. They're going to make sure you're getting your grades in. The GPA comes first. I know it's corny and it's over and over and over again, but it is truly student before athlete. Get what you get done in the classroom, front row. Make sure you got all your assignments in, and then you can go out on that football field.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah. Who do you model your game after? College, high school, pro? Like who's some offensive lineman that you look up to and that you kind of take some things from? Definitely.
Even with the Iowa shirt, Tyler Linderbaum for sure.
Okay.
Ravens, Iowa. Zach Frazier for sure. He's great to watch. Mm-hmm. Jackson Powers Johnson, like I mentioned earlier. Penei Sewell working pass sets wise. If I ever go out guard. Quinn Miners, he's great to watch. Creed Humphrey, Frank Ragnow. All of the above. I'll learn. Yeah. There's always something new to learn. Always somebody new to watch. So, but Tyler Linderbaum is definitely the one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Linderbaum.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna ask you this, Maddox. Man, take me through your off-season grind. I know you say you're recovering from, you're recovering from some injuries, but just take me through your off-season grind and some of your goals going into next season, personally and as a team.
I'm really excited for this season. I think I'm gonna have a lot bigger role, coming in, growing older. Like starting last year, I was a 15-year-old kid, playing my first couple snaps of varsity football. Coming in next year, more comfortable, more reliant on my technique. The team this year, we're bonding a lot, all knowing how we ended our season last year. Just getting ready. Just all working together, lifting, going work on Sundays, team bonding, workouts at Genesis Sports Performance. With off-season wise, just right now it's just physical therapy, film, lots of film. Right now, I told myself if I'm going to get this surgery, I'm going to be 10 times the football player with my wits. If I'm going to have to sit out on all this lifting, heavy iron, and working more new technique, do what I can. Right before the surgery, I did load up on training. And then right now, just accessory, a couple quick steps, footwork right now, conditioning a little bit for just 60%. Hoping for mid-May, end of May, June.
Yeah, because that's going to be around that time where you got to open up and do them full sprints and really see how your hips is feeling. And, that football train's a beast, man. Like, I train with the best of them. Like, I know how it is on that summer grind. Like, that's when you get your body right. And that's strictly about your body in the summer. So I definitely get that. So with that being said, like, so what do you? I know you're only a sophomore. I know you're going into your junior season, but what are you thinking about on the next level? You got anybody showing interest? Do you have any interest in anybody? Like, what is your vision for your future within these next 2 or 3 years?
I just want to be a Division I football player, whether I'm playing in the MAC or the Big Ten. I'd love to play for Iowa. The greats they've shown. I'd love to play for Notre Dame. Well, like the guys before me. I'm reaching, going as like there's no ceiling. I'm gonna work as hard as I can, and God willing, I'm gonna do what I can. Whether I end up playing D3 football or if I end up playing Big Ten football, it's whatever. As long as I'm playing football and as long as I'm becoming a better man with core values, and I'm happy. I'm happy with my journey as a football player.
Are you going to answer that phone if Kirk Cinetti call? You going to answer that phone?
Of course.
Oh man, I love to see that. Hey, I have you have me down there in the pinstripes.
Yeah,
I got you. Your family.
Oh man, I love to be down there in the pinstripes. Kirk Cinetti. I got a couple kids that is gonna play at IU this year, so that'll be love. But I think the sky, like you said, the sky's the limit for you, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, starting the best stat that you've told me, I know what all the pancakes and knockdowns and all that other stuff, but playing every game, every snap, and then you said playing through injuries, that you really didn't even know, but you had to play through injuries. That's huge because the best ability is your availability. So shouts out to that for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then also you could tell that you got, you've been raised right, and you got a great head on your shoulders. And I think any Big Ten program, any MAC program, any Division I program that's looking for a solid young man, somebody who come in and bring character and bring leadership to a locker room, I think they will find that they will find a leader in you. Everything that you've talked about, man, it just exudes leadership. I mean, I think you just got a bright future, Maddox. I think any young kid needs to be looking up to you. And that brings me to one of my last questions, man. For any athletes that's looking up to you right now, what's a piece of advice that you can give them about chasing a athletic and academic success?
My biggest, don't let anybody tell you you're too small, too big, too slow. Find something you enjoy and you find value in, and work at it day in, day out. If you can't give your best to it, so be it.
Let's go then.
Absolutely. All right, now, Maddox, towards the end of each episode, towards the end of our interviews, I don't know if you heard or not, but we like to do something called One Cold Minute. We're going to fire 10 rapid questions at you. You got 10 seconds to answer each one.
All right.
We got Malk with the timer. I'm going to just, is the timer set?
You already know, cuz. Come on with it.
All right, Max, are you ready? It's gonna be 10 questions coming at you fast. You
You
gotta get your pass pro and get it out quick.
Quick snap, quick sets. Already ready. Get set.
I'll get you the offhand. I'll get you offhand too.
Okay.
All right, now. Ready? Set. Hut. Pancake block or touchdown celebration. Which one feels better?
Pancake block.
Who's your favorite NFL offensive lineman right now?
Tyler Linderbaum.
Go-to hype song before a game.
4 or 5 seconds.
Okay. That's the name of the song?
Yeah, by Rihanna.
Okay. Hardest defender you ever faced so far?
Parker Myers, Buff.
Shout out Parker.
If you could play any position besides offensive line, what would it be?
Quarterback.
Dream college football program.
Iowa.
Who's the funniest guy in the Bishop Chatard locker room?
Poochie Angeles.
Okay.
First meal after a big win, what you eat?
Steak and shake's always open.
If you weren't playing football, what sport would you be playing?
Lacrosse.
Okay. And one word to describe how you play the game.
Gritty.
That might be a record. That might be a record. The way you answer every question with the quickness, man, you on your toes, you on your feet, you like that's what very sharp. We like that. We like that. And I'm glad you. So we asked you what other sport would you play? You mentioned lacrosse. Man, tell me about your lacrosse career. You know where we at right now in the season. Is the season still going on? What position you play? You got the stick out there. What you doing on that lacrosse field?
I've been playing defense for Chatard. I did last year. I haven't been able to this year because of the surgery and everything. We're on the come up, coming off a couple bad years with not the best program, but our coach Karnick, he's been great for us. Just that if you want a military run, that's a guy you go to.
Oh man, I stay away from real.
And he makes sure I'm conditioned for football for sure. Yeah, he's been great. I play summer lacrosse for his program, Indy Elite, and just lacrosse it's great. It's very specific and it's very perfectionate. You got to be. It's like very little details can get you beat. Lacrosse has been great for especially for my football career too.
I know they hate to see 6'3", 280 coming at him.
Hey,
with a stick in his hand.
With a stick. Hey, I don't want to. Hey, I'm getting out the way.
Whoa.
Hey, but listen though, word around town is that a dude who just signed an NIL deal to Worcester here that plays lacrosse. A dude named Maddox Dwyer. How do you know this guy?
That's my brother. That's he's great, man. Started his sophomore year. Left the Fishers basketball program. It was hard at the start, picking up like something new. One thing I'll tell you about my brother is if he's doing something, he's doing it to his best, and he's doing it as perfect as he can. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think he does like so successful in how he is so successful in everything he does.
Yeah.
He became a captain for the lacrosse team, great teammate. And just dealing with posts, bad experiences with coaches, or dealing with bad experiences with playing, coming in, just keeping his head up, making sure he's doing his thing. And now he's going to a great school, playing lacrosse and living his life. It's great. It's great to see. It's amazing to look up to.
Yeah, shout out to Mac, man. That's my guy. And I always, man, just, seeing them two grow up. Mac was a big brother. Maddox was a big little brother, but Mac always had his size too. And, I know he had his things go, with his hoop career, but it was just so inspiring to see him. When they said he's playing lacrosse, I was like, Mac's playing lacrosse here. They said, and he's going to college. I said, he's going to college? I said, man, that's a big program. I know they play Wabash a lot. I know some kids that play down at Wabash. So I know Worcester always pops up on their schedule. And that's always a team that they circle on the schedule. So shout out to Mac, man. Shout out to your brother. I know you look up to him. He's real inspirational, but he's about to go off and do his college thing. So here we are.
Yeah, better have this place for myself sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Maddox. Next season or anywhere that you making a great play, that you doing something special. If you ever hear somebody yell out "cold game," that means you just did something spectacular and amazing, because that's what cold game is. It's where amazing happens, and if you're doing something spectacular, we're gonna say cold game. You always gonna get shouted out. We always gonna show you love here on Cold Game. So how we like to end it off at the end of every episode, we normally end it off with saying cold game. So when I say cold game, I need you to say cold game.
I
and
got
then
you.
Malcolm say Cold Game. We all say it together. So this episode it's been an honor. It's been a privilege to have you on, Maddox. One of my favorite conversations we've had so far. Cold Game.
Cold game.
Four, cold game. First round draft pick.